introduction and walkthrough to our live updating box score tracking and charting, as well as our league curing tool. This exists on the web just as a link you can drop into Google, and what it's telling us is differential or total in the selected stat from the box score of your choice. I'll go with differential for now. I have rebounding selected. It's almost noon following our win over Brampton, and game 9 has populated in here. That's about right. The following morning of game day, and hovering over any dot will tell you the opponent, date and time, the actual stat, and then the differential or total. And if you're interested in only seeing us versus teams in the East, you'll hover over team colored lines and remove them, add them back, same thing, just a re-click, and you can look at this data to evaluate trends primarily. Look at the Brampton game and say we snapped a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 game streak of losing the rebounding battle, and perhaps during the Brampton game you also think, oh man, we shot it so amazingly well. Hit 59% of our threes. So let's see how often that happens. We had a 3-point percentage over 55. I want to add that as a condition. And we also had a healthy volume. That's important. Typically good to pair volume with efficiency. And with over 20 attempts. Add that condition. I've just added that condition. I've added both conditions. I'm going to run this query. You can see that we are the only team to hit 55% of at least 20 attempts this season. So that tells you that we certainly put forth quite the statistical anomaly. On the other end, perhaps this also makes you think we've been the benefit of some shooting anomalies thus far. So how often have opponents connected on less than under 20% of at least 20 attempts, at least 20 or more. Add that, run this. That's happened 4 times. We've benefited twice. So certainly notable extreme. It's Ottawa and Winnipeg. If you want to look at details of this Ottawa game, pretty basic stuff here. Just pulling some of the other box score things into a separate team page, and it'll tell you our scoring leaders from that game. And then that opens in a new tab. I'll return here. If I ever just want to straight refresh this, here you are. Back to the home page. Points from turnovers is the top stat from the box score we're pulling in, but most box score stats are at our disposal here, as well as down here. Team and opponent stats. Can search just us if you want to do something very specific. Extensive menu